Hello again, YouTube. My name is Bree, and in today's video, I have fallen for Baldur's Gate 3 and had to paint my little dude. So, I had said in my last video that I really want to play Baldur's Gate, but I don't remember if I mentioned, but my goal was to wait until the holidays because I get time off of work, and it would have been a lot easier to get into a game when I didn't have other responsibilities and a trip upcoming and all this stuff. But all of my friends were playing it and talking about it, and as someone who played like the original Baldur's Gate back in the late 90s and like had no one to talk about it with, this has been like really weird for me. So I just couldn't resist anymore and I bought the game. And like I said, it's terrible timing. So I figure while the game's like existing permanently in my brain, if I was going to take the time off to paint something, I should just get it out of my system and paint my character. I kind of did the same thing when I was playing Dragon Age Origins, which was the last game this kind of game I played. I don't know, those like long RPGs where you build your character and have these types of all the characters you team up with and have relationships with. And I mean friendship. I know how everyone else is playing the game. That's not my style. But yeah, it's just I don't play a lot of games like this because I know that I have kind of an addictive personality with these kind of things, and I'm too busy right now. And I haven't been playing video games so much lately because A, I don't have the attention span for it. B, I'm very headache prone and can't play when I have headaches. And C, yeah, just don't have time. I've been trying to focus more on art and reading and not lose myself to these kind of games. So this was basically a terrible decision. I'm enjoying the heck out of the game. I'm not playing it nearly as much as I want, and I'm about to go on an extended vacation, so I'll completely forget how to play, come back, and get slaughtered a lot. So there's that to look forward to. But I'm not going to talk about the game too much. Like, I'm not going to talk about details or plot or anything because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I was starting to get things spoiled for me, which also drove me to play it sooner. I really didn't think that would happen when the game was announced because there was like the early access forever. So I knew people were playing it and I didn't encounter spoilers from that. But yeah, things changed. People got super into it. So yeah, the problem with this, well, besides the whole I don't have time for video games thing, this painting itself, I decided this would be fun to like kind of document this character. I do have older sketchbooks that have like my Dragon Age character in it. I drew him a couple times. I only played Origins once. So I have some of the other characters I like that I'd sketched too, including some Inktober times. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to document this character, and hopefully I'll have sustained energy and play at least a second playthrough and have a different character for that. Because there's a lot of different classes, and then the whole like Dark Urge play that sounds amusing as heck, so we'll see. I might burn out and just have a hard time finding time to play again later. I don't know. We'll see. So this sketch though, I actually like when the video started back up and I saw that first thing, I'm like, man, I really like the sketch a lot more. I didn't do it justice. I basically did the sketch pretty quickly in the afternoon on Saturday. Normally I try to have a sketch done before Saturday, and then at night, Saturday and Sunday night, I can paint when it's dark out. And then on Monday, I could wrap up anything in the morning that I left outstanding, and then load the videos onto my computer, do the editing, let it export, voiceover Monday night, and then I'm good to go for it to be pushed to YouTube on Tuesday. But I did not have the time this time, so I started, like I said, Saturday afternoon, did the sketch, because that was my fault. I was playing Friday night, went grocery shopping, and then afterwards I came back and I played for a couple hours and went to bed. So on Saturday, I got to start recording. I forgot I hadn't cleaned up my desk, so I had to do that. I kind of got a late start. And because I had to work on Monday, which is today, I had to get all the editing done on Sunday. So I didn't have Sunday night. So I had to basically do this in one night, which was not a good idea. And like the sketch wasn't even really finished, like the armor bits. I always forget, like I thought he had like a very simple outfit, And then when I looked at like all the armor bits, I'm so not used to painting armor. So I kind of cheesed a lot of this. I still think, I mean, like go back to like my old Dragon Age art, and it's miles ahead of where, like, this is way ahead of where I used to be. So there's that. But I just think it's kind of fun to go back and flip through old sketchbooks and see stuff like this. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do another sketch of him later. I'm not going to record that one. I might do some art for some other characters, but that'll be a bit off, so you don't have to suffer through that. But if I didn't say it already, I'm not going to talk about like game plot points because I don't want things to be spoiled. So if you're planning to play and haven't yet, you don't have to worry about me spoiling anything. It's all good. I will say about the character, if you haven't played, you probably don't know, but the first character I decided to do was a wild magic sorcerer, and he's an Asmodeus Tiefling. And if I'm mispronouncing anything, it's because I never got that into D&D, so a lot of this is new to me. Like, I have one D&D game I'm a part of, and that only started like a couple years, last year, the year before. I don't remember when it started, but it's the only game I've played, and yeah, we only played so many sessions. So while I played Baldur's Gate way long ago, I don't really remember it that well. I don't think I played it that much. I think I played it a little bit and then like went back to StarCraft because I was super into StarCraft and Brood War back in that same era, and then Diablo and Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8. Man, that was a great era, like 97 through 99. Just a brilliant era for video games. And I am dating myself. I don't even care because those games were just the best. So yeah. But tangent, and I've completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I wanted to do something different. In the game I am playing, I played a rogue thief just because I didn't want, there's like so many choices to make in terms of magic, and I did not want to overwhelm myself with my first game of trying to learn all the rules but also keep up with the spells and everything. So I'm just like, no, we're gonna skip that. So now I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna go magic, let's go crazy and do wild magic, which I'm also playing on hard mode, so that's not helping. I don't know how big the like what variety of wild magic surges you have, but so far I've been hitting a lot of the same ones, and usually it results in me turning into a sheep mid-battle, which has not worked out well for me. So even though he's a tiefling, I just start calling him Sheep Boy because he's constantly a sheep, and that is not good for my, it's like first thing, disengage, dash, and try to like stay alive until I turn back. So I don't know, it's definitely different and I'm amused by it, but at the same time it hurts a little. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game. I wish I had more time to play it. I'm still in Act 1. I'm hoping to be able to get through into Act 2 before I leave, so that I could come back and start in a new realm, or just start by going into Act 2 and start some new stuff. I kind of found one path to Act 2, so I'm exploring some more. But yeah. So for this, I just wanted to draw him in a little pose with his gear, but I kind of like put in a temporary staff because I couldn't remember what it looked like. And then by the time I actually went to start painting, I was like, oh yeah, I should change the staff, but I did not want to turn on the PlayStation because then I would probably just start playing again. So I didn't actually look it up, but I know his staff currently has like flamey bits on it. I know it doesn't look anything like this. I did finally look at it after the fact, and yeah, it's completely different, but I just wanted like there's lots of fire constantly because I basically turned on produce flame and then it just never went away. So he's always walking around with his hand on fire. Like he gets into a random bed and still has his hand on fire, and that he's okay with that. Nothing happens. And then with the staff, he's just always sparking. So yeah, that's the story there. That is, I don't know what I was thinking with the staff because it looks nothing like that, but that's okay. The outfit, the armor, I started painting the face and I got so overwhelmed by how much I had to do, realizing I had very little time to actually paint this. And I just kind of went with something like a simpler painting style for the rest. And I'm kind of bummed about it because I set up for something that could have like potentially pretty cool lighting between the two different color light sources. I kind of wish the hand flame was red just to match the whole character theme, because like I definitely went for a more red theme. I mean, the red robe is part of the wild magic sorcerer outfit, but I was making a red tiefling with red horns and red like highlights in his hair anyway, so it was kind of disappointing when the produced flame was blue, but that's okay. Oh, and the reddish tattoo. But yeah, it is what it is. I only have so much time, and I wanted to make sure I had one more video to put out before I went on vacation, because I will be out for most of October, and I actually kind of hoped I'd have time to do an extra video so I'd have something to show while I was gone, and that very much didn't happen. I went and celebrated my parents' anniversary with them last weekend and then got my COVID shot the next morning, so I was pretty much out of commission last weekend, which is when I really started playing this game. Luckily I had a headache, but this game didn't bother it too much, and I was able to control it enough that I did get some game time in last weekend. And then this current weekend, technically it's not the weekend because I went to work today, I got to play a little bit more, so we'll see. I definitely won't have time next weekend to make another video because I really got to get the house all cleaned up, and I got to pack and prepare everything, and then we leave for a bit, so that's really exciting. Haven't had a vacation since 2019, so it's kind of a big deal. I mean, COVID happened, so that explains pretty much everything. Very much took over, and I just haven't gone anywhere, so this is a big trip and I'm very excited about it. I'm also really like anxious about it because there's so much to do before we go, and I feel bad leaving my cat. Like, I'm taking her to my parents' house. We're actually leaving the day before to bring her over and get her settled in, and then we'll leave from there the next day. And I'm basically gone until the almost end of the month, so nobody break into my house. We have security cameras we're setting them up. But yeah, it's just a lot going on, and work deciding we had to be on site for meetings all week, the week before I leave, is just extra stress for me, because between the commute and the actual being in person, it's just, I feel like I'm trapped there when I need to be doing other stuff. So probably no more Baldur's Gate for me this week. Got to get through the work week, and then next weekend got to get ready. So yeah, and no art. I'm not gonna have time. I want to paint. I want to do so much stuff, but oh well. But yeah, basically, I feel I really rushed this, and I wanted to do so much more with it, but that's okay. I can always paint another little tiefling dude another time, and some of the other characters, and have fun with that too, once I get back. In the meantime, I mean, going on vacation, I'm going to go see some cool stuff, going to see lots of art. I'm very excited about that, and I have my travel journal ready to go. I mean, I picked a sketchbook that will be my travel journal. I have some paints all up and ready in their palettes, all freshly refilled, so I just gotta, I gotta pack clothes and like toiletries and stuff too, but the art supplies are what's really important here, right? Gotta make sure I'm prepared for my trip. Yeah, so let's see. I really don't have anything else to say about the character. I kind of imagine him being like a little cocky, but like in an undeserved way, because obviously like a wild magic sorcerer is potentially like very powerful, but he apparently is a complete idiot and just runs around as a sheep, or does something that, like, whenever I do get a roll that could be positive, it's at a time when it doesn't help me. So like, I might get the ability to fly until the end of the turn, but then the fight I'm in is in a very small area where there's nowhere to fly to. Or I get the ability to teleport, but I'm positioned exactly where I want to be, so it does me no good. Like, let me teleport when I can, like, need to get away from something, instead of when I'm just, like, perfectly positioned for that fight. So, yeah. And like I said, I'm playing on hard mode, so just that's not helping. I do save often, partly because I've encountered quite a few glitches on the PlayStation that might be just PlayStation issues. Things like hazards that aren't even like hidden traps, just things that should load that don't. And then I'm like, why am I dying? And then I load back to my last save point because something seems really wrong, and I run back to that point and there's gas clouds that didn't show the first time but then showed the second time. And then like, I don't remember, there's just some weird stuff. Like they'll have conversations and I know I saved after that because I made it to like a waypoint, but then later there's conversations that reflect they haven't had that prior conversation. So that's like little weird things like that. And my character apparently decided he no longer wants to dig, so he's had the shovel the whole time and he's supposed to be digging up treasures when we find them. And he just decided he didn't want to get his like literally said, I don't want to get my hands dirty. And he had the shovel, so I had to give a different character the shovel so they could dig, so he could be a little prissy boy. So he's kind of useless, but I still like him most of the time. I really do like this kind of game. It is problematic for me because I do get way too into it. There's so much to explore, so much to do, like so many conversations to be had. I don't want to take a long rest because I don't want to miss something or use too many supplies, but I also, like, there's events that happen during rest, and it's just like all these like little things that just keep me playing, so it's very bad for me. And yeah, I'm way too into this game right now. I think the vacation's coming at a perfect time to help my brain, help reset me. But I don't know. Vacation's always weird because like I get so anxious about the whole packing and getting ready and the actual travel. Like I hate being on airplanes. I just feel so trapped and like twitchy. So like I know most people just like, I see it. Everyone goes to sleep and I'm awake and like just really uncomfortable in my seat the whole time. So I don't fly well. I don't think I'm annoying, hopefully, but travel stresses me out. But once I'm gone and good, it should be good. I'm really excited for it. Nervous and excited. So yeah, that's really all I have. Like I said, I probably won't have another video until November. I do come back before the end of the month, but just barely. And I know I'm probably going to be like exhausted and trying to catch up. I'm sure all the dust will have collected and I'll have to clean it all over again. And I won't be cuddling with my kitty the whole time. So yeah, I really regret not doing more with the lighting on this piece. Oh well, next time. So yeah, I can't complain too much for a very rushed painting. And like I said, I'll do more in the future. In the meantime, I'm going to go get some rest and get ready for work tomorrow. I hope you're all doing well and taking care of yourselves. And if you're doing one of those October challenges, Inktober, Arttober or something, hope that's going really well for you. I'm starting to see posts for it and I'm like, I kind of miss it, but I'm also kind of glad I'm not painting something every day because I don't have the time for it. But yeah. Otherwise, if you're playing this game and you want to chat, please just don't spoil anything for me and I'd be happy to chat with you about it in the comments below. But otherwise, take care and I will see you next month. Have a great Halloween, great October, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.